Play a clip. This is Chad yesterday morning. This is 24 hours after he called into the show. So he's riding high. Again, another win for Chad. And by the way, again, I forfeit all the matches. So Chad wins Confrontation Fest or whatever nerdy thing you guys have made up in your head that I need to talk to Chad about. I need to talk to Chad about as much as I need to sit down and talk to Aaron. Matter of fact, there'd be more to sit down and talk to Aaron about. Never really talked to Aaron. But like Chad's you got to know, Chad's a bad person. Chad's a bad guy. And I know it's easy to like get caught up in how stupid he is and how silly he is and how little he knows about the world and how he takes such big gratification in such small wins in life. I had lobster the other day. It's like, okay. So there is that. And I get it. All that adds up to moments of charm. But don't ever forget that this guy just commits felony after felony after felony, and they're not just victimless sandwich grabs a lot of the time. So from breaking into women's homes to telling women who are on the precipice of self-harm to Brody themselves, it just, from the credit cards of veterans and et cetera, et cetera. And by the way, no remorse or contrition. There's never even really a admission that he knows that kind of shit's wrong. He leans into it and all that kind of stuff. So like, he's just a bad guy. What am I confronting Chad about? Here's the thing. I've done way more in my comedy career than Chad will ever do. The things he's trying to do now are like things I did in my first 5 to 7 years of comedy before I even really got working. So maybe one day he'll get that USO tour and, it'll really get popping for him around his 60s. But I don't have anything to answer for or prove to Chad or whatever. And I wish him a lot of luck opening for Florentine in that seafood restaurant I came up doing comedy in 13 to 17 years ago. It's insane. It's insane. So, how every once in a while, like Chad will go on Stuttering John's show and they'll yell at each other and have a falling out. And then they'll both go on their own show and Stuttering John's over there going like, and Chad Zumock knows this. You do not cross the Duke. You never do that to me. It was disrespectful. I was on, it's just cyclical nonsense. And then Chad's over here going like, and he's trying to say it was a work. It was not a work. And he knows that. Stuttering John knows that. So if he ever wants to apologize, I'll be over. It's like they're all doing this weird wrestling bullshit that just, by the way, the only purpose of it is to keep it going. They all keep going like, yeah, but you need us to. I don't. The internet is full of idiots. I'll move on. I've been doing it my whole career. What are you talking about? No, it's Stuttering Johnson. So this is what you want me to be, you fucking idiots. Again, you might not be right for the show. I'm not this. I won't be having back and forth with Chad every 6 months. It's why he calls in every 3 or 4 months. He needs it. I don't. I really don't. They all say they don't, but they do. They do. That's why we laugh every time Kevin Brennan swears something or makes a promise. Ray will never be on this show again. How'd that last? 2 months? They need it. They're all liars. They're such girls with their emotions that they make those proclamations. You're never coming on my show again. Ah. But again, they're all such desperate, needy, lying bitches. We all laugh because we know it doesn't mean anything. Nothing they say means anything. They say, I'm not the guy. Chad is a bad dude. I don't want anything to do with him ever. Ever. Reconcile that. I'm not going to be like Stuttering John and Aaron and keep trying with him every few months, and why I gotta. These are bad men. Aaron Imholt, Chad Zumock, Kevin Brennan. They're bad people. They're actually bad people. I don't want anything to do with those people. I really don't.
These fuckers. I'm not afraid of any of these people.
Afraid of. You know, he does this thing too. Like, they're trying to bring Godfrey down? What? No one is trying to bring Godfrey down. Again, y'all will do this to yourselves. We will just show everybody what Godfrey does. And then we'll go, holy shit. Again, this has all been out. We just didn't know. We just started looking. And now it's like, holy shit. Holy shit. We got one.
So yeah, the days of Melton thinking he's running shit, he's not.
Again, this is the same stuff we heard from Chad a year ago. Melton thinks he's running shit. I looked behind his curtain. Running what? And again, it's all projection because Chad feels like I'm running his life. Chad feels like he can't get away from Melton exposing his foolery. Tomfoolery. Chad foolery. So it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm running anything. We're just showing people what you do. You try to do it. You show people what other people do. You just get bored and don't have any talent. So it lasts anywhere from 35 to 68 minutes. And you don't really garner that much of an audience or that much support for it because it's god awful. There's no difference.
Not
running shit. He's always said that. He thinks he's running shit. I do.
He's not.
He thinks he's taking me down. He's not. He's not. Put on my hat again, cuck.
You destroy Melton again. I mean, how many times?
How many times do I have to do it? How many times do I have to leave that fat puddle of shit lay waste in his own piss? I'm sick of doing it, frankly. Sick of winning. I'm sick of beating him at his own game. More viewers, more money, more success, more dates, more Godfrey's cock in my mouth.
I went on Kevin's show. He ran. He's always saying.
That one just keeps getting, I mean, that one wasn't even that. That was a day I was in the mood for it. They put me in the background for like 10 minutes and I left. You all watched it. You all watched him keep protecting Chad. Everybody remembers that time period where Chad could do no wrong and Kevin protected him. And this was, again, after Chad has threatened to rape his children. Explicitly. No, that's all water under the bridge. Okay.
And I was running from his sniping. I never, ever ran. He's tried it 3 times.
Yep, there's no tape to that at all.
And the last time he did it, I didn't even know he was doing it. I ended up broadcasting for like another hour. And that's like how ineffective he is.
Literally, that was this week or last week. On the show, he goes, oh, is Melton sniping? And then it's gone in 20 minutes. He acts like this isn't recorded. I didn't even know it was happening. Then why'd you go, oh, is Melton sniping again? And then leave 20 minutes later. Remember we said you were hiding off the camera?
Anymore.
It's up. It's up on the channel, guys.
Yeah, these guys like Carl and all them, they're having like, they don't like, there's no pylon anymore. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're like, we're supposed to hate Chad, right?
So again, I was in Europe for 2 months. But we haven't messed with Chad in months. And look how he's already feeling it again.
Aren't we supposed to hate Chad? Why isn't Kevin hating Chad? I don't get it. This is
his other delusion. Like, Melton wants Kevin to hate Chad. I'm not you. Do you remember the meltdown Chad had when I was on MLC? Because I had to be on for 12 shows. That was a contract. Not because I wanted it or tried to take Chad's spot. I've never been back. Never asked to be back. I did go on once around New Year's, right? No one cares to be on MLC. Chad still thinks this is a trophy he has to hold on to. So now they're all like, wow, why does Kevin like Chad? He's not supposed to like Chad. You don't care. One of the best iterations of MLC is Chad on MLC. Just Kevin shitting on you, realizing the entire time his life is relegated to hanging out with this loser. You know? And then every time your relationship with him gets threatened, you bring up something gay like hat shopping that you guys did together, and doesn't that mean anything? And by the way, I only say the word gay there to actually mean gay. I mean homosexual. Two straight men do not go hat shopping together. We've been called to it quite a bit, but Flimsy Greenberg and I have resisted. Hat shopping together. So he's still holding on to like a year and a half ago MLC when it was something like, yeah, all these guys are just jealous that I get along with Kevin. Kevin's an old dementia man who eats potato chips every afternoon on a live stream for 482 people. It's like Steel Toe. I turned on Steel Toe this morning. Jesus Christ, he had 450 watching. I turned on MLC yesterday with 600 watching. It's like, yeah, it's over. It's over. Could it come back again? Sure. In its current iteration, no. Kevin eats chips while he waits for Chad. Chad comes on. Chad starts eating chips. And then again, it's just two old men getting fatter and fatter while they spew anger about Melton. Not a bad idea for a show, I guess. You know, and another thing Melton did that made me mad. Keep doing it, Melton. You guys want some carrot sticks or some ants on a log? Holy shit. Oh, God. No one thinks we're running shit. We think you're self-destructing, if anything.
It wasn't fair. It was so fun when Kevin and Chad were fighting, but now it's just now they're picking on us, and that's not how it's supposed to go. Yeah.
So again, is he doing a fantasy world of me crying about MLC, about Kevin and Chad picking on me? I didn't even know they were doing that. I hadn't heard word boo. Does anybody watch MLC? JK, we know. Is he doing a fake crying of me? Again, why don't they just play the clip of me crying? Why doesn't he just... I'm not kidding, guys. Let's do a soft time. Let's do a real reset, and let's do a real thing. I know I drone on for hours a day. People tune out of this show, et cetera, et cetera. Focus up right now and actually pay attention to this bit, okay? Just this little bit. Actually pay attention to this, please, okay? Hit the like button if you're paying attention so I know it's real. But really focus on this part. A 50-year-old man just acted out another man who he perceives as an enemy, physically crying and boo-hooing about being bullied by two guys, and he knows it didn't happen. He knows it's fake and not real, and just like Aaron Emholt, who does this every day, and we've just become numb to it, it soothes them. It soothes Chad to put on a one-man play pretending I've physically bawled because of his attacks. Now, again, no one's ever bowed out of Chad's attack except Aaron Emholt. But we got to watch it again because you need to see him make up a thing. We're too much of this in today's world. Too much of it. It's going into an election. Knock it off. Of grown men, old men, 50 and 65 years old, making up a thing and letting it make them feel better. Nothing in this world would get done with men like this at the helm. Iceberg dead ahead. I don't see any iceberg. Put on the music. Now, would it have made a difference? I don't know. Nothing would get built. Nothing would get fixed. Nothing would get invented. Nothing would get solved. No disease would be cured. If it were all men of this ilk who just fabricate things in their weak emotional minds and allow that made-up thing to soothe them. And again, they've gone so far with it now that they're not even thinking. They're like, yeah, so some kids have to get fucked if it would make Melton look bad. What? Get a grip. Get a grip. People are in the chat are going, well, they're barely men. What happened? They didn't have barely men back then. There was no such thing. You just had to be a man. You had to be an actual man. Watch this guy make himself feel better by acting out a lie in real time. Here we go.
Yeah, these guys like Carl and all them, they're having like, they don't like, there's no pylon anymore. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're like, we're supposed to hate Chad, right? Aren't we supposed to hate Chad? Why isn't Kevin hating Chad? I don't get it. This isn't fair. It was so fun when Kevin and Chad were fighting, but now it's just, now they're picking on us, and that's not how it's supposed to go. Yes, it is.
So again, are there any clips of Chad or Carl or I going, hey, they're not supposed to pick on us. They're supposed to pick on each other. It's not fair. And then Chad going, yeah, it is. This is how it goes, man. We're the alphas. Okay. So something happens, man. Something happens to weak men like this. Him and Aaron Emholt and KB I'll make up something that'll make me feel better.
I've always known you guys are fucking dorks.
Hold on, which is it?
I said, if I put any kind of, just the littlest amount of effort into this, I'll fucking destroy you. And that's exactly what I did.
So Chad is now taking victory for destroying Melton and Carl. It's over. We're gone. We will not be appearing in your feed anymore. Matter of fact, I don't even know how you're still watching this. Hit the like button. How are you still here? How are the numbers 3 times what Chad get? How are you still here if he's destroyed? Literally the other day on MLC, he's like, he took my audience and your audience. And you destroyed me? How's that work? Just from a number standpoint. He took both our audiences and I destroyed him. Right. Let's go to Kevin about it.
Anybody bitter old fuck. My show is dead. I owe Bob money. Chad rides my dick, but Melton.
I jerk you off.
I took jerk you off.
Hey, click the bell to like our notifications.
Hit the bell to like our notifications.
Thanks for the bump, Melton. All publicity is good publicity, and this will bring me more super chats. Keep talking about me.
Fuck.
Thanks again. Hold on. I think my hotel neighbor left their door open.
Jesus Christ. The implication.
Yes, it's true that Patrick gets more likes, views, subscribers, memberships, and money than I do, but I'm still the winner because I'm Chad Zumock. I'm the best there's ever been.
You can catch up today, though. 28 gifted memberships. It's all we've gotten. Very low for us. These are toe-like numbers. So actually, everybody can catch up today. It's a really embarrassing number for the in a low.
Michaela says, Panhandler hates puppies.
You pivoted from a passionate... By the way, every time anyone goes like, come on, Chad does a good... This is the kind of thing I want to point to. He was in the middle of a passionate telling you how he gave it to... And by the way, I wrecked Melton and I wrecked Carl. Panhandler hates puppies. Puppies are cool. It's like we had time for that? That sidetracked you?
I don't hate puppies. I love puppies.
Oh. Glad we could take a detour to clear all that up.
I'm a puppy guy.
Look at this, James Baumert coming in like Pav with the dog with the bat, if a ringing the 10 gifted memberships. James Baumert, thank you for the 10 gifted members. That's 38. It's getting harder to catch.
I like dogs. It's my favorite animal. I'm like Rob Saul, except I don't fuck him.
Whoa. Why would his brain go to that?
Yeah, don't let it rewrite. I'm the guy.
Don't let it rewrite. He keeps chasing me. That's why I call into his show a lot. That's why I keep trying to get on his show by emailing him and texting him and calling him and drunk dialing.
Guy who told Melton to go fuck himself when
Don't forget, I'm the guy that told Melton to go fuck himself, as if there's only been one of you.
he was getting really shady with the merchandise stuff. He was getting
Is that what happened? Is that how everybody remembers it? He was getting shady with the merchandise stuff. So I told him to go fuck himself. Is that how everybody remembers it? Is that how everybody remembers it? Does anybody remember Chad crying he took all my merch down from his store? I seem to remember that. But you told me to go fuck myself. Which is it? Did you cry after I took the merch down? Or did you tell me where I could shove my merch? Oh, God. Whatever's convenient to tell this week, I guess.
getting really weird. And then he thought I was taking Wordless Wednesday, and he sent this emotional text message that I was copying.
Put it up. Yeah, I don't have it anymore, but I do. I still have it, Chad. What did the emotional text say? Did you hold me in my kitchen? All these men who can't stop talking about how they were hurt by me keep calling me gay and emotional. I'm fine.
Copying him. I'm like, yeah, we're.
He told you to keep the money? Right. And then I sent him more than the money he made? Right.
I should have listened to what other.
And he still wears the mud shark hat despite saying he was going to give it away and burn it 6 times. Fearless says what he's trying to say is he misses you. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I know. If there were any path to bury it, he'd bury it. I know. Again, it's why he keeps reaching out. I'm not stupid, and I'm not making this up. He keeps reaching out in hopes that we can get the animosity to stop, like he's done with Aaron.